Hi again, let's talk about extracurricular activities. When colleges are evaluating your application, in addition to looking at your transcripts and your essays, they want to know about you, and extracurricular activities are an additional way for them to do that outside of the essay. So it's important that you are strategic and thoughtful about listing and describing your extracurricular activities and experiences. So let's dive in and learn more. So, like I said, the activities are another opportunity to tell the story of who you are by what you do. How are you spending your free time? How did you choose to spend your summers? What are you interested in? What are your passions? Are your interests connected to your intended college course of study? How are you impacting your community? So, all these answers can be captured through the activities that you list. They want to look at you holistically, and your extracurricular activities and how you describe them allow them to do that. And keep in mind, it's not how much or how many activities you were doing, it is how you were involved and how impactful it was. So colleges want to know more the depth of your activities. They don't care so much about what or how many activities you did. So again, quality versus quantity. They want to know that you had a sense of community and you took the leadership roles. And you also want to have a sense of global awareness so that you're showing that you are aware of how people are living and spending their time and have an understanding of how people live. So having that global perspective is very important. When you think about activities, students usually list sports, student government, community service. But remember, colleges also want to see your internships, your jobs, and even family responsibilities. Family responsibilities you wouldn't think are important, but they are, because it's very time consuming when you are assuming a role with your family. So this will help maybe explain why you didn't get involved as much because you had such an important part in your family. For each activity, you want to make sure that you cite the criteria that colleges are looking for. Number one, they want to know how many years while in high school you were involved in that activity. They also want to know the average hours per week, what leadership roles you had, as well as the impact the activity had on your immediate community. Some tips that will help you in this process. Note at the bottom of this video, these tips will help you to organize the activities and what to emphasize. On the Common Application, the fifth tab down under Activities is seen here. List your activities in the order of importance. Select the type of activity, list your position or leadership description. The name of the organization is not necessary, but definitely might help you to describe what you're doing by the name of it, and also for them to know what type of activity it was. The number of hours per week and the weeks during the year you spent preparing for the activity and participating is important as well. On the next slide here, you'll notice that the UW application will be asking for similar information. So again, complete this the same way if you were filling out the Common Application. As you scroll down to the holistic background, that is where you'll find the Activities tab. On the final page of this section, you will list the category, activity name, years of participation, and hours per week. To make sure you answer it completely, make sure you go back through and you want to list all the activities that definitely speak to who you are. So to briefly recap, extracurricular activities offer college admissions a better understanding of you as well as a holistic view of you as an applicant. When thinking about your activities to list, remember quality is more important than quantity. Note activities that are inside and outside the classroom, especially ones that involve family responsibilities. So I'll emphasize that again. If you are helping to care for a younger sibling or perhaps an older member of your family, that is very important and it shows a lot of leadership within that. So don't forget about those responsibilities if you've had to assume them. Be concise when describing and including the impact of your activity. Remember, on the application, you can only use 150 characters. So you want to make sure that you are very concise in describing your activity. UW system and common application will ask the same questions about the extracurricular activity, so be prepared with knowing the number of years you participated while in high school, the hours per week, and the leadership and impact it had on your community. Good luck in filling out your application in the activities section. Hope this helps.